time to talk about the CAF Champions League. Yes, Rangers. I don't know how surprised Austin were when that result happened. Austin, were you expecting it to happen, or you were surprised by Rangers' performance away from home?
You know, I said it, Cecilia, from the first leg. I said, look, this is not the sort of performance you want to have to go into a crucial second leg. But all I could do was believe, you know, and I said it on this show that with what they did in the league and maybe the sort of drive they can get from the first leg, and they can go do something. But I wasn't so convinced, you know, right from the preliminary round. You saw it, how they struggled with a team from Comoros, you know. And I said it, that all of these things comes with the level of intention, the will, the drive, the commitment that the state government or any football the football administrators in Enugu State show towards football. They did it. They did it to themselves. They have themselves to blame. Rangers, a big team, a good team, a traditional team in Nigeria, does not have a place to call home. They don't play in Enugu for a crucial game as the CAF Champions League. Cecilia, what sort of analysis do you want me to come start talking about now? I mean, it's unbelievable, preposterous, you know, because I said this thing. I told them, fix your stadium, have a good playing tough, let the fans come out to support you. Do all of these things, and when you have fixed all of these things, 70% of victory is already in the bag. But hey, we just do things the way we want to do them. Sometimes just go and do it. So now they're out of the group stage, the money spinning stage. They would have made money that will uplift Rangers, that will give Nigeria League football some level of reputation, so that people like me, when I want to promote this league, I will not struggle. I will say administration checked, commitment checked, will of the government checked, players' welfare checked. But this is where I am now, Cecilia.
He had to actually explain. I mean, the results were shocking. They were trailing 2-0 at halftime. And, you know, Austin, the funny thing is, Sagrada Esperanza are also not playing at home. They're playing about 850 kilometers away from their traditional home, because the stadium also is not fit. Is not international standard, just like a Rangers. So they played away from their own home ground. Let me come to Kende here in the studio. Kende, I mean, Rangers exploits at the CAF Champions League. Were you surprised by it?
I wasn't, but before I get into that, I want to reply Austin. Administrator on check. Welfareism on check. Stadium on check. I wasn't surprised. I think playing Zomaju from Comoros Island was an eye-opener to how low Rangers can go. In the first game, I felt, okay, probably they're returning to the continent. Fidelis Ilechukwu needs to get his acts together and all of that. But the second leg just proved, no, this is escaping Zomaju by... Zomaju, no disrespect, is not a footballing club. I don't want to go to the country yet. I'm talking about, I don't care what kind of football they play. It's like you coming from Afghanistan to play one of the top European teams like Real Madrid. You are not a footballing club, because they will school you. Enyimba played Inter Milan some years ago. I know it was 7-1. That is how bad they told you are not a footballing club when we are playing. That is what Rangers, league champions in Nigeria. No, I'm saying league champions
in Nigeria
couldn't hold their own against Zomaju so well, because it would have swung the other way. If Zomaju scored and then we had to struggle, and then you had to play Sagrada. I knew Sagrada #1 is coming from Angola. Angola is a better footballing nation. So they do things, their league is way better than what you have in Comoros Island. So it is going to be a struggle. And then we played the first leg in Uyo. It ended 1-0. From the moment it finished 1-0, I knew trouble is looming. And then second leg, 2-0, but we struggled to get one. So it ended 2-1 in the first half. Second half, they came in. They didn't work neatly. That is what you do at home. You make the victory emphatic. You make it clear, especially when that team is there to be taken. So at the end of the day, I wasn't surprised. But I think I was more disappointed, feeling like the kind of football Rangers played last season, it seemed they forgot everything about it the moment they hit the continent. Probably we'll still see the decay go on in the NPFL when the season goes into full throttle, because it seemed like Rangers will sleep so well this season. With the games I've seen, with the one game they played, there was nothing to write home about against El Kanemi Warriors. So I want to see how they build on into the season. But this is a simple question I continue to ask our teams. Is it every year? Or will I say, is this every season? We'll continue to have new representations on the continent. This season now, you'll find another setup. Kano Pillars will come with Aqua United, and then Lobby Stars, they will go and represent.
Yeah.
Next one, you'll find Plateau United, Remo Stars, and then, Kwara United, they will go and represent. You can never hold the continent to ransom with having different representatives all the time. I'm not saying you should do things outside of football, but there should be those 3, 4, 5 teams in our league that does the business so well that they would always represent us on the continent. And they will struggle, they will stumble, they will learn.
Remo Stars have been there 3 times.
Exactly.
And they exited the stage
in the first round.
Of it.
And that shows, if you continue to get consistent, you will be there.
Okay.
You continue to go through your learning curve.
Yeah. Austin, the hurt right now is in the last 4 seasons, right? No team from Nigeria has been past the preliminary rounds, not even into the group stage. And you know how much the group stage is, how much they get once you get into the group stage? $800,000. And that's what Rangers is missing out. Is it that they didn't know about this or something? Because I already put them at the group stage when I saw the draw, actually. I mean, I had that so much confidence in Rangers that they would definitely make it into the group stage.
Cecilia, I don't think they were confident. It is what it is. If you fail to plan, you have already planned to fail. It is what it is. And that tells you the state of our football, particularly league football in Nigeria. Come on, let's be serious. We're not ready. Particularly because the state governments that handle this football, they don't understand what they can do with football. They don't understand the business potential. That's why it's not about playing in the group stage. Somebody in the state has already made money from Rangers just playing the preliminary round. That's how sad this story is. And each time we talk about these things, they just don't get it because they aren't built to get it. They're not designed to get it because they are not proper football administrators. All the time, people throw Amobi at me. I say there's little Amobi can do. And if you go to Enugu State and see what he's struggling with, sometimes to even get the right things done, then you understand. The private sector needs to come into football in Nigeria. And they will not come into football in Nigeria if we are not transparent, accountable, and professional. Okay. I was listening to another. Cecilia, I said that again.
What? Sorry, I didn't get that.
Yeah, I was saying that if our football administrators aren't transparent, accountable, and professional, we won't be able to bring in the private sector. Yeah. So it means more states will own football teams in Nigeria, and it will never be treated as business. I was listening to another interview of Aliko Dangote talking about how he's regretting not buying Arsenal. At the time, it was $2 billion. That, of course, he needed his money to do other business, particularly this refinery project that is on now. Yes. But you see, if there was a proper business environment, he will look at Kano Pillars. He will look at Plateau United. He will look at Katsina United. He will look at Enyimba. But you see, nobody is even looking at that because they know that there will be no return on investment. So until we change that, Cecilia, we will just be glad. Okay, the ones that will happen, Enyimba will get to the group stage of the CAF Confederation Cup. I will say, okay, they try so much, they'll get to quarterfinals. Should that be the state of our football in 2024?
Obviously, no. All right, talking about Enyimba, they are in that particular group stage, and we are waiting for the October 7th. That's when the draw will be done and see where they will get into. But for Enyimba, they won their game 3-2 on aggregate. The game had to go into penalties, and they got to Akpabio International Stadium. That 10th penalty, ended goalless. The outcome against a team aside from Bamako, Burkina Faso, Etoile Filante. The first leg they won, which was the first leg ended goalless, and then they came to you. They played goalless. Had to go into penalties, 3-2, jaw dropping on Sunday.
Austin has captioned it right. I don't know where our seriousness is.
But at least they won.
Yeah, they qualified. They didn't win. Over 2 legs, we couldn't score a goal. It was 0-0 first leg, 0-0 second leg. It went into penalties. So they did not win. They qualified.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. Like one of our senior colleagues in this field said, he said, even the government, you know when they say it's government owned, they are not business oriented, doesn't the government want to make money? If you structure Enyimba right, it will be another revenue for Abia State. If you do Rangers right, it will be another revenue for Enugu State. That is what it is.
Simple.
Why can't they, think in that manner? Look at the way we are shamefully handling football. Enyimba is as big in its description when it comes to African football. And every day, we tend to remind the African terrain, in the entire African terrain that plays football, that we are unserious.
Okay.
Don't take us as big as that. Don't take us as serious. And that's why we had to play at Etoile Filante. It ended first leg 0-0, second leg 0-0. We had to go into penalty is a game of lottery. Could have sworn anywhere. And then we'll go into and I'm looking at names at the group stage. USM Molgers, RS Bakane. They should be prepared. If this is what they want to play in that group stage, like Austin has said, they will, join the numbers
that's
and they will come back. But some people will be celebrating in Abia. We don't do all right.
Pockets. Let's just remind the viewers, confirmation of the results, how it went down. Let's just confirm this report. The results are coming from the CAF Champions League and also CAF Confederations Cup. Yes, we look at the CAF Champions League, second round preliminary results, the second leg. Sagrada from Angola, Esperanza, and Rangers ended, 3-2 on aggregate. Okay, let's take a look at the CAF Confederations Cup. Still second round preliminary round. Rangers, Enyimba and Etoile Filante of Burkina Faso ended goalless after both legs. And of course, on penalties, Enyimba won 3-2. How close was that? We'll end that here. Quickly, we'll go straight into the NPFL games over the weekend. So many shocking results. We'll start with Saturday's games. Okay, rescheduled games for Wednesday. Enyimba is going to be up against Lobby Stars. You have Ikorodu City up against Rangers, sweating from the exits from the CAF Champions League. These are the rescheduled games for Wednesday. And the reason, of course, they were in action on the continent at the weekend. Results are coming from match day 3 of the Nigeria Premier Football League. This Rivers United, Finidi George is doing something wonderful. Only one draw so far, winning the other 2 games. Against Lobby Stars, they went away from home to win that. Nasarawa and Economy Warriors. The Economy Warriors beating Nasarawa United 4-3. And Plateau United and Niger Tornadoes. Now, something that's consistent here, the teams away from home are getting all the results. And Sunshine Stars and Abia Warriors ended goalless. Let's take a look at all the games that were played at the weekend. Kano Pillars losing at home to Remo Stars, and that's why Remo Stars is topping the league right now. They're yet to drop a point. Heartland and Katsina United ended goalless. Heartland at the bottom of the group. And of course, Heartland is coached by who? Well, Emmanuel Amonike. Kwara United and Ikorodu City ended goalless. Ikorodu City, no one agree for anybody. But this is actually good coming from the championship and gaining promotion. Is it promotion? Yeah, promotion into NPFL. Maybe Heartland wasn't ready for the season. They got a slot from Beyond Limit FC. We know how that happened because one owner cannot have 2 clubs, in the league. Well, maybe they're not ready. That's why they are yet to win a game this season. Quickly, which one gets your attention? Maybe we can start off with Remo Stars. And yes, Remo Stars game is actually interesting. Having Remo Stars going away from home to get that victory. Austin?
Yes, Cecilia.
Yeah, okay, I can hear you. Yeah, Remo Stars a victory. Something you look at and you're like, this is really remarkable. Going away from home to Kano, we know how difficult it is to go to that place to actually get a win.
I agree, I agree. That's a big result. Fantastic one for Remo Stars, and they are a team that when they want to play, they come out to play. Beating Kano Pillars 2-0 away from home is a good result for them. But that's not the game that got me talking. It's that 7-goal thriller in Lafia. El Kanemi Warriors, there was a time they were 2 goals down. They came back to win 4-2, 4-3. Now, I have gone to my social media to warn everyone that will come out to say, the Nigeria Premier Football League does not produce away wins. I don't want to hear that again. We have seen 4 away wins.
They don't
4.
watch.
In fact, no home wins in that match, the 3 results that you just read out. No home wins. Rest were draws, goalless draws. So we saw 4 away wins. Strong performance from these teams, particularly El Kanemi Warriors, a team that was struggling. I think they went like 12 losing streak.
Yeah.
And then Remo Stars going to Kano Pillars. It tells you that this league has got some quality. Rivers United played Lobby Stars. Lobby Stars, they are a very decent team, particularly the early days of the season. And do you know where it gets interesting? The guy doing all the magic for Rivers United is a player that is new to the league, Kabri Abdullahi. He was from Kebbi United. He just joined Rivers United against Heartland on matchday 2. He came in, I think, 10 minutes to the end of the game. Yeah. He scored a brace. One of those goals, a fantastic bended like Beckham free kick. And look at this one, fantastic goal poaching skill he showed to get Rivers United that crucial win. He also came in as a substitute. Yeah. So nobody should come out tomorrow and start telling me that the Nigeria Premier Football League does not produce away wins. This is your testimony. Yeah. Match day 3. Go and see the results and you have your answers.
Austin just mentioned that 7-goal thriller. But Remo Stars, we're going to talk about Remo Stars, going away from home. And also, Rivers United, what Finidi George is doing with the team. We saw how Rivers United were abysmal last season, but he has turned, changed things around, having them second. Yes, we've just played 3 games, 1 draw, 2 wins so far. Yes, Remo Stars, 100% record, all 3 games. They left the continent, but they're focusing on the league right now.
Yeah. There are times some things happen a bit dark, it puts you in the wrong place, and then you quickly rewrite the story instead of allowing people to dwell on that story. That's the story of George Finidi, or Finidi George, Finito, some people call him so. After the whole Super Eagles issue, I think if you had dwelled, if you hadn't gotten any job, it would still be the story of former Super Eagles. Now, if you want to address Finidi George, coach of Rivers United, and already, not just sitting on that, is turning around results for Rivers United, which is what we all will be talking about Finidi right now. And I love it. I want to see how far it goes. Rivers United were a little disappointed to so many of us who loved that club last season. Want to see them do better. For Remo Stars, I think they continue doing what Remo Stars has been building on for some seasons now. The only thing we've asked of Remo Stars is that this consistency should be taken to the continent. I think Remo Stars have been super consistent for the past 2-3 seasons. The Enyimbas, the Rivers United, I felt the heat when it comes to competition from Remo. Fantastic. But I want to put these statistics out there. We've played 24 games in the NPFL this season, and we've only had, can you guess how many wins? Home wins. 6. Just 6 home wins in 24 games. I think, Austin, I'm queuing behind you. If you ask us, does the NPFL have away wins? Hey, check 24 games, 6 wins for home team. We have a lot of away wins.
Yeah, we have a lot. And I love the fact that most of the games are live and you can actually watch it wherever you are across the world. That's what NPFL are doing, the board doing something really good about that. All right, let's just take a look at those teams at the bottom. And of course, the ones that are up, you know what I mean. There are some clubs who are yet to nick a win, just 1 draw. But what the thing is, all the clubs have gotten a point. That's the difference between this season and last season. So I'll just take a look at the top 4 first. The top 4, you have Remo Stars, as I mentioned earlier, goal difference of 5. And of course, 100% record from the 3 games they played so far in the season. Rivers United are second there, 2 wins, 1 draw, yet to lose a game, and they are on 7 points, followed by Niger Tornadoes. I mean, when you're looking at some of these teams, you'll be wondering what are they doing here. Usually you find them at the second part of it from 10, 11, 12, and all. But hey, they complete the top 3. And Sunshine Stars, they are also here after 3 games, 1 loss, 1 win, and 1 draw, and that's why they are here. Look at the traditional teams like Benin Insurance, the Kano Pillars. Well, they started from a 10. But the bottom 4, Lobby Stars found themselves here after just 2 games of the season. 1 draw and 1 loss. And then they are where they are right now after 2 matches. And that's why they're just on 1 point. Bayelsa United also on 1 point with the same 1 draw and 1 win. And of course, they are owing goals here, -3. Ikorodu City also owing goals, -3. Same result of 1 draw and of course 1 loss. But Heartland, they've lost 2 games and just 1 draw, and of course the goal difference of -4, and you have them on just 1 point. So Heartland, maybe they're not ready for the season in the NPFL. Before we wrap it up, Austin, you want to chip in something? You want to see where Aqua United are? I know where they are. I can tell you they are 11th on the log, and of course they are not doing badly this season. After 2 games, they've got 2 points, 2 draws, not too bad. They're yet to win this season. Yeah, where's Benin Insurance? I'm looking for them.
But Cecilia is just still early days. Come
Yes,
on, it's just
I know that.
Some teams have only played 2 matches. I think they will get it.
Yes.
I think Amunike will get into the league. Heartland will do something.
Yeah.
I think Bendel Insurance will also get us talking this season. I don't know of Aqua United because they are still showing vibes of we want to cause the same problems we caused last season. I think Remo Stars, they will do just enough to compete for the title. I think Finidi George and Rivers United are a strong contender already. They've shown good signs. I like what we've seen so far in the NPFL. I just hope that it will be drama-free. The teams will get to play good football, and we will see need to use it to develop league football in Nigeria, Cecilia.
That's what it is. Austin, just quickly, a live update from EFL Cup. Before I came to the studio, Chelsea were leading 3-1, and that's why Rene has been telling me to talk about EPL, EFL Cup. Chelsea leading 3-0.
That wasn't going to be a problem for Chelsea. That game ended 5-0 against Barrow. Manchester City, yes, they didn't take the game that serious against Watford, but they did just enough to win 2-1. But surprise, surprise, the game between Walsall and Leicester City is going into penalties. Walsall plays in the EFL League 2. That's the 4th division of the English League football system. And Leicester City is struggling with them. That's the drama of the EFL Cup. That's the drama of anything cup football. But I think they will do just enough, Leicester City, to see if they can win that one and advance. Aston Villa did. They're doing the business against Wycombe, 87th minute, and it's Aston Villa leading by 2-0, Cecilia.
A perfect one. All right, let's listen to Barcelona coach Hans Flick talking about updates on what they're going to do about getting a goalkeeper before they have window from now till October 22nd to actually get one into the team if they can.
Iñaki doing really well. So the preseason, but also the training. He's an absolutely professional goalkeeper, and he trained very hard for that. For a second goalkeeper, it's always difficult to be focused. But what I can see is he's absolutely focused, and he's absolutely ready to play. So we have the confidence with him, but we also have to see what we are doing. We will talk it later, because we have. Behind, we have only really young players, and if it will change something in this, so we have to take care about that. So, but we are not on pressure. We are really confident with Iñaki.
Yankee, Pena, Marc-Andre ter Stegen injured, out for the rest of the season. Just a quick one, we need to go.
Yeah, this is the problem with teams that have this sole rest on one single goalkeeper, like Bayern with Neuer. You have teams like that over the years. Whenever that number 1 gets injured, it's a bit of a struggle for the number 2 because he doesn't have playing time. Let's see how he will fare, and also how Barcelona will fare in this period where there is no ter Stegen.
Austin, we have to go. Ter Stegen out.
Yeah. But the update is that he has He has done
The surgery.
he has undergone a successful surgery on his knee. And Barcelona, they are considering to bring Chesney. Remember Chesney? To see if he can replace Stegen. So let's see how that one will go. That's the show. In London, I'm Austin Okonakman. In everything you do, remember to keep talking sports. Bye for now.
Kende, it was nice doing this with you again.
It was great. The lady in purple.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm Cecilia Omogbe. Have a good night, everybody.